Alright, gamers, sorry for the wait there. Let me set the category. Going to do game dev now. Now, before we start, I was uploading some of my stuff to the archive channel, my archive YouTube channel where you can watch my old streams. I was doing that the other day, and of course, normally I have an ad blocker running because I'm not an idiot. But when I upload my stuff, I don't have an ad blocker running because I have to actually... Because otherwise, it's not going to let me see everything I need to see. And when I went to YouTube... it showed me this, and, it kind of just made me irrationally angry. One... It's trying to pretend... obviously, it's TurboTax, It's TurboTax, funded, so of course it's trash. But one, it's trying to pretend oh, taxes are so fun! Race to the refund! But then two, the part that actually made me angry is you just have this fucker here, who I guarantee, some point in the near future, something's gonna come out about him, fucking an entire, tribe of children from an uncontacted tribe in Brazil or Africa or something. But seriously, what's he have to do with this? What's he have to do with this? Cambodia, wherever. No one just exists like him. Something's gonna come out where it turns out he's a piece of shit. It'll happen. Don't worry. I promise. Anyway. What are they doing? PC? There we go. Alright. Come on, computer. Boot on up. Ripped a little bit. You know what would probably help? If I plug my capture card into the computer. That might help a little bit. A little tiny itsy bitsy bit. That might be a helpful thing to do, don't you think? Don't you think that might be a very helpful thing to do? I think it would be. I think it'd be very helpful. I think it'd be a very helpful thing to do, every gamer. Very helpful. Very, very helpful. Very helpful. Alright, how do I get... how do I get this fucker to show up? There we go, alright. Alright, 4:15... 2023, and then idiotic, stupid, butthole 24-hour time, 12, 13, 14, 15 o'clock. There we go. Come on. Finish your shit. It's a little chilly in my apartment because we have the AC on and my fingers are starting to ache. I think that means I'm becoming old. Yeah. Either that or I have a bacterial infection in my blood. One sec. Don't worry about me, one sec.
Ding, 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 ding. Welcome to Windows 98. Why are you still using Windows 98? What is wrong with you? Stop buying computers from thrift stores, man!
Alright, so, last time we left off, it was a struggle. was a struggle because I was struggling to figure out what to do with the web swinging, because we were having tons of trouble getting something realistic-ish enough going on. So we gave up on it for a little bit. We went to play Ocarina of Time inside of Ultra HLE, and we realized that the left C button wasn't working. So that stank. This cough is fucking me. So, I was, needless to say, I was very disappointed with the progress we made last time. So what I ended up doing is just on my own, went back in, and I started fiddling with things. And seeing what I can get going. What I could get working, just for some basics. So we can continue getting shit done. So let me show you where we're at right now. So.
Chicken.
I put in some code so that if it detects that Peter is more or less at the bottom enough, and he's slow, it'll just set him to directly down. So he won't be going ding, 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 ding all the time. Then I added a little bit of code. But right now I'm holding right, and he's janky as fuck. But at the end of the day, this is click and play. And we're so limited with what we can do that we kind of just have to deal with it. But that's just holding right, and it looks like shit. If we actually do this properly, right, left, we can swing a bit. That's kind of neat. And then if we let go, swings, and then he stops. It's not perfect. It's still janky. But for click and play, it's gonna be good enough. It's gonna be good enough. So now we have to start coding the rest of this. So. Here's what I'm thinking. Can you shoot webs on any surface? Yep, right now you can.
Chicken.
That's just kind of working.
Chicken.
So, we have to consider things. Click and play, we're limiting ourselves to the 2-button system. One button is jump, and the other is webs.
Chicken.
So, that means that the way we gotta do this, and this is also kind of accurate to the DOS game we're loosely basing this off of, is Peter's web is going to be his only method of attack. So that means we have to turn his web into kind of a multifunctional thing. So here's what I'm thinking. If you shoot your web upward, it's basically going to do what it does now. Create a web, any size. You can pull yourself up or down. And eventually we're going to code it in so you can jump off and all that shit. If you shoot up and to the right, it's going to still work the way it's working now. We're going to have some kind of collision detected in, so you can swing and everything. But we need to do something different for shooting directly to the right or left. Well, it's cool to be able to do this. Like, in reality, once we have collision in, you're going to collide with the floor and not be able to swing anyway.
Chicken.
I'm thinking what we should do is if you shoot to the left or the right, rather than shooting a web line, Peter should just shoot a web ball. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I got going on in my head. Just a regular web ball to attack with. In addition to this, there's another thing. I want to make it so, you know, when you shoot your web while you're jumping, Peter basically... How do I explain this? You know how in a lot of Spider-Man games, when Peter is doing combos, should there be a horizontal web zip? That would be really cool. But I think we're so limited with what we got here, specifically with buttons, that I feel like we're going to have to forego that. It would be cool to have that, but I think we have to forego it. So, okay. You know how in some Spider-Man games, when Peter's in midair and he's doing combos, he'll kind of freeze in midair, kind of hover? I'm thinking what we should do is when you shoot your web in midair, while the web is going out, Peter should more or less be frozen in midair. That way you're not, shooting your web.
Chicken.
And then suddenly, you're falling before it even lands. That way we can kind of get some control over what's going on. Okay. Few things. The web point. The web point is what we're shooting out when we're, I believe it's what we're shooting out when we're making our current web line. So let me check real quick. Should be able to determine that from our code down here. Fire 1? Not fire 1. Holding button. Shoot. Change animations. Web. No. Let me let go. Set direction. Direction. When do I create the web? Wait, when am I creating the web? Hold on. Just need to verify the object that I need to reference here. And am I creating it or am I shooting it? I might be shooting it. Set direction. Shoot! I'm shooting it. I'm not... Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so, right now, our little web tracer, the web point, if you will, it's a single pixel. So we need to make this actually visible. This is stupid. Let's say 5 by 5, and it's going to be like a ball. So that we can actually see what the fuck we're shooting out. 3, 2. And this is going to change a bit how the web lands, but not too much. So let's see how this looks.
Chicken.
If you weren't expecting to see it, you wouldn't see it, but I saw it myself.
Chicken. Chicken.
Good. So you can see the ball. Now here's the thing. I want it to be a little more than that. I want to really be able to clearly see it. So let's do this. The web line we're doing right now. Let's use that web line effect. We're going to make another object so we don't fuck with what we're doing because we're using a lot of calculations based on the web line. Damn, this is loud. Let's just mimic the web line effect. So let's see. I make a new one. Active. Web line 2. Okay, let's give this another name. Let's actually make it so I can see what the fuck is going on. Web line 2. Okay, so I don't want to be called web line 2, so we harden the... Okay, tracer web. Tracer web is fine. Okay, so here's what we'll do. If web point, if number of web points is greater than 0, then let me check how I'm doing the other one, because I want to kind of do it similar. Start level destroy. Okay, let's do that as well. Destroy any web lines we have to start. Okay, so number of him equals 1. We're just pointing him at, right? Look at, okay? When he's overlapping this, it gets destroyed. Chicken. Are we shooting it or are we creating it? How are we creating it? Are we creating it or are we shooting it? We're shooting it. Okay, makes sense. I have to make sure of that. Okay, so if number of web points equals 1, that means we have a web point going out. Then we will have so we can have Peter shoot it, but I want it to be whichever Peter object we end up using. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shoot it out of our bumper bars, since our bumper bars should theoretically, for the most part, always follow Peter. So shoot an object, web line tracer web in direction of the no, not the anchor point, in direction of the web point. And then always have it look in the direction of the web point. No, not of that. Not of the anchor point, the web point. That's important. It didn't save. Hold on. Of the web point. Okay, I'll just do it again. Direction. Look in the direction of web point. Better. Okay. Next. This collides with the web point. We'll destroy it. And one more thing for safety reasons. The collides with the backdrop will also destroy it. Okay, so let's see if this gives us a good tracer effect.
Chicken.
It didn't. Hold on. Number of web points is more than 0. I'm having it shoot towards an object that doesn't exist. Okay, hold on. Shoot tracer web in direction of web point. Try that again.
Chicken.
Did you see that? Watch again. Watch again.
Chicken.
It came out. Nice.
Chicken.
Beautiful. Oh, that's great. Haha. Now you can't miss what's happening. You see where your web is going.
Chicken.
That is gorgeous.
Chicken.
Just what we needed.
Chicken.
Nice. Okay. Alright, take another sip of my gamer juice. I'm out. Make sure this is saved. Okay, so we need... You like how wobbly the web is? Me too. I like it. It's very charming.
Chicken.
Very charming.
Chicken.
Such a wobbly piece of shit. I love it.
Chicken. Chicken.
Okay, so let's make it so if we're walking and we're shooting left or right, it doesn't do the line, it just does like a damaging web ball. Let's create a new object for that. It should be something that distinctly, you know, is going to look like a projectile. How do I want to do this? It does look very bullet-like. Make the tail a bit bigger. 5. Let's give this a minor little animation, just for fun. Oh, like this. Now we can't really see it because it's against a white background, but let's plop it here and get a look at it in game. A little fast. Let's slow down the animation. Webline 2. Huh? Why did it take the name Webline 2? Weird. Let's bring this down to 50. Okay, it's a little funky looking, but it kind of looks like it's spinning. That's kind of neat. Alright, so let's make the opposite direction. Go. Web ball. Okay. Toby, hush! Toby, hush! Hey, come here. Toby, come here. Toby, come here. Come here. Oops. Come here. Come here. No, come here. Come here. Come here. Toby, come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come on. Oh. This little fuck. This little barky fucker. Hush. 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 No. Hush. Hush. No. 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 Hold on. Hold on a sec. Sorry about that. I'm back. Alright. Senko doesn't know how to do things without making a fucking ruckus. Alright, let's see. What was I doing? Oh, you know what? Okay. Set up some simple stuff. If the web ball collides with the backdrop, destroy it. Okay, so, let's see. Where are we creating these? Right, down, right, up, right. Wait, not? A second. What? This is where we're creating. I guess I can just kind of copy this event. Hold on. Damn it. The worst things about Click and Play. And obviously I don't have to group it up there with them, but otherwise there will be no code readability. It's already practically unreadable as it is. Almost there. This it? Okay, so number equals 1, web is playing, this thing, whatever, and that new condition. He's facing. What do you mean random direction? No, one or the other, you dick! Fucking hate Click and Play. Alright, I'll just do it twice. God damn it. Add this sucker up there. God, I hate Click and Play. I think that's what I needed. Alright, web, this thing, and this shit. We're shooting. Are we doing anything else? Just shooting. Okay. We're gonna shoot. You're going to shoot an object, a web ball, in the direction of Peter. Okay, let's see how that works. So.
Chicken.
Oh, of course not.
Chicken.
Of course not!
Chicken.
Why would it fucking work? What did I do wrong? Let's see. Okay, it's just... Shit, I know what's wrong. It's because the first one is kicking off regardless. Well, we moved it down. We move it down. Will that first one override? It does. A little hard to see it, but it's there. Alright. And can we still shoot upward?
Chicken.
Can.
Chicken.
Okay, good. Good. Okay, web ball going to the right. One of the biggest problems here is we're going to have to copy a lot of the code for when he's on walls and shit, and I'm not looking forward to that. Let's just keep moving on. he have a proper jumping and falling animation? Jumping and falling. He does. Okay, that's... Repeat 1. Let me test something here. Oh, wait, let me think this through. Okay, so when you're jumping, I want him to... Let me go into the game. But when you're jumping, and you press the web button, I want him to kind of freeze in mid-air for him to shoot off the web. Now for up and diagonals, you know, that's one thing. What about for sideways webs? Why not keep it simple and not do that? Because then if you just shoot right now, he just shoots wherever the fuck he wants, because Click and Play does dumb shit with your direction when you're jumping.
Chicken. Chicken.
Make it so I can't shoot mid-air, but you gotta be able to web swing. Oh, man. Right now, what happens when we're in midair? When we try to hold the shoot button. He still falls because of gravity. My dog is like on his back on the floor going like an idiot. I guess the storm must have stopped, otherwise he wouldn't be that happy. Okay, so what we could do is we could copy this event, have it detect if we're playing the jumping or the falling animation, and have it do something else. Maybe.
Chicken.
So you can't, even if I didn't touch it, right now, if you jump, more often than not, you're going to shoot directly downward, and that's not going to work. Okay, I'm trying to think of alternate ways we can kind of fiddle with this. I was thinking of reusing an alterable value from there. Let's not do that. Oh, this delete me. We're gonna delete the delete me because we don't need it. We're using the swing decimal counter, but not for decimals, which is using it for something else. I'm not gonna worry about that. Let's do that. We're gonna create a hold counter. Vertical hold. Okay. We need to drag an event all the way up there, so let me go ahead and get some visibility. Which event is it I want to replace again? Number equal. Okay. And we need a second one because jumping and falling are two separate animations. Okay, now let's go back to regular view. There we go. So, this nonsense, and then condition. If he's jumping, or if he's falling. You know, just for testing, we're gonna have this just murder Peter. Let's try it. So, on the ground, it should work fine. It does. Now, if I jump and try to shoot, Peter should explode.
Chicken.
Didn't work. Okay. I have a hunch of why. I think it's because our jumping and falling animations are set to one frame. Let's make it loop. It's technically not playing if it's just one frame and it's done. Right? Right again. Shoot. Fine. Jump. Destroy. Good. Okay, so the event's kicking off. So, the destroy. Instead, what we're going to do is at that point, hit him. Let me give this a proper icon so I don't have to putz around with it. Toby, shut up. Okay, it's a janky SY. Alright, so I'm going to set that counter to Peter's current Y coordinate. We're also going to do the rest of the shit where we stop him, change his animation, blah blah blah. Okay, so if the vertical hold is different than 0, then we're going to always set Peter's Y position to that of the vertical hold. Let's see. Fine.
Chicken.
What? A little weird how he floated down, but I think that's just because of gravity in general.
Chicken.
One annoyance is it's not letting me redirect. And now I've created 2 Peters because I fucked up.
Chicken.
Okay, so what about that code is making it so I can't redirect his directions? Animation web is playing. It should be playing. Yeah, he's definitely playing the web animation because he's looking down. I think what's happening is gravity. The click and play gravity system is overriding the direction, making him face down. So we're gonna have to do this a different way. Y hold, you were a good idea, but we're not gonna use you. Let's go ahead and basically make another computer object. Webbing Peter. Get rid of all of his fucking animations except for the webbing one. Okay. This event, what we will do is we will create Webbing Peter relative to regular Peter. Destroy regular Peter, and let's see. So shoot left, right. Fine. Oh, you know what? We have to make sure that Webbing Peter doesn't have any movement. Static. We can actually get rid of the one we have placed here. Shoot. There we go. Okay, that's Webbing Peter. Because he's not moving. Throw some code down here. Oh, we can get rid of this vertical hold. We can get rid of the vertical hold object completely. Okay, so when Webbing Peter, discs, moving to the right, pull right. Right. A little bit of tedium here, but we gotta do it. Alright, so let's see. We should be able to change his direction. Yep. And starting in a random direction, which is annoying. See if there's something we can do about that. It might not be, though. I wonder if you can create an assembler for Klik and Play with a scripting language so you could just write all this out and then have it generate a stupid event, but probably wouldn't be that hard if if you're able to find a proper documentation or decompilation of how this whole thing works, of how the file works. At least start by setting his default direction to left or right. It's looking up. Is he looking up? Got it. Left or right. So why is he looking up? Alright. And move to left. Let's just set correctly. Weird. Oh. You know what it is? It's very simple. Very simple. These codes. Click and Play is stupid about detecting button presses. You have to specify if you want to press more than one button, which is idiotic. And thankfully, in the very next version of this, the Games Factory, they did away with this moronic shit. I think it's working. It's working. There we go. Ooh, wait, what a dumb thing. You'd like to see the reverse storyboard translating the code. It's funny you say that. I know for Klik Team Fusion, you know, the modern equivalent of Klik and Play, there's companies out there that will take your Klik and Play code and use their own proprietary software to compile it into something that you can put on a console, like for the Switch. Like, apparently, and I had no idea this was the case, you know the game Baba Is You? That puzzle game? Apparently, Baba Is You was made in Klik Team Fusion. And that's fucking absurd to me, with how complex that game is. How did they make that in Klik Team Fusion? But yeah, the console versions of that, including the Switch one, some third party, they hired to use their own special compiler to turn it into code they could put on the Switch. Because Klik Team, well, they can do it. They do it as a service, not as like a plugin you can sell. But yeah, it's crazy. Apparently, Baba Is You is a Klik Team Fusion game. That blew my mind when I found out, because it seems too complex for Klik Team Fusion. I'm willing to bet the event codes, the event coding and everything set up for Baba Is You must be absurd. Like, it's gotta be nuts. The basic gameplay is simple. I mean, controlling it's simple, but think of all the code in the back end that has to stitch together the nouns and adjectives and everything. I can't even begin to understand how they did that in Klik Team. That's gotta be such a goddamn mess. So let's see. I'm going to kind of mimic this code here. Number equals 1. Holding button is greater. No, what's the one that shoots it off? Let's see. You don't want greater. We want 0, right? 0. Okay. Number equals 1. Holding button 2 equals 0. So real quick, as a test, when that happens, we're just going to create Peter. This is just a test. And destroy the wall boy. Okay, let's test this. I'm going to let go of the button. Great. Okay. And now, instead of dropping Peter down, we want it to shoot off a web. Let me check my code, how I did it up here. I know I just looked at it, but it's better safe than stupid. Shoot. Store animation sequence. So for left and right web balls, just shoot the fucking web and recreate regular Peter. For everything else, shoot the web. Don't recreate regular Peter yet. Okay, let's try that. right. We're going to shoot an object, a web ball, in the direction of webbing Peter. And then we're going to create a regular Peter over webbing Peter. Then we're going to destroy webbing Peter. Not delete. Ah! I'm an idiot. Destroy. Let's do the same thing for the other direction. Shoot the ball. Create Peter. Destroy. Okay, let's see if that works. If you keep shooting, it lets you hover a bit, so we need to do something about that. Oh, Lord. But first, let's get the webbing in the directions. Keep it? No, we're gonna want to force the player to web swing to places, so let's not keep that. We'll work out a solution to it a little bit. First, let's start with the other stuff we're doing, though. Okay, so. And otherwise, and we'll just do no direction. We will have him shoot an object. Web point. And you know what? When that happens, you can also disable controls. Let's see what happens. Right now, it shouldn't work. Right now, we should get a glitchy situation.
Chicken.
What just happened? What the fuck?
Chicken. Chicken.
What? I'm more concerned by the fact that it broke the left and right.
Chicken.
Door control. The hell? Oops. I turn off ignore control. Is it still broken? Let's see.
Chicken.
Why did adding that in break the left right? That's so weird. See, it's destroying him, so this shouldn't kick off, because he should be getting destroyed. Unless the destruction doesn't happen until the next frame. In that case, this is going to kick off anyway. That would make sense. That makes sense. Okay. Let's just use one of Webbing Peter's alterable values. Set A to 1. And for down here, we'll do it if alterable value A equals 0. Alright. Now let's see if it works. So far, so good. But that got fucked. Okay, hold on. Okay, so let's see. Oh, no, stop it. No, click and play doesn't let you do knots. It's horrible. Oops, why did I do that? Okay.
Chicken.
Okay, we're still bugged, but that's fine. Let's see. Here's what I want to do. Web point. Collides with the background. When it collides with the background, we're going to destroy webbing, Peter.
Chicken. Chicken. Chicken.
That's working surprisingly well.
Chicken.
Should Peter be in the air for so long? No, we're going to create a timer to make it so you can only be in the air for like a second or two.
Chicken.
And we can probably do something similar to make it so when Peter is mashing the fire button to the left or right. Are we going to add collision? Of course, we got to do that. So we got to do. So we can probably do something similar to make it so we can't mash the shoot button left and right to glide. All right, let's see. All right, so we are only using alterable value A for webbing Peter, so we can start to use the other ones with resonance. Where do we create him? Where have we created? Let's see. Oh, really? Where did we create him? Oh, we created him way up top. Hold on. This other mess. Right? Oh, we did. Yeah, here we go. This is where we created. Alright, so when we create him... No, this is fine. Okay, I was thinking of counting down. Let's count up. Let's go down here. We don't have a general always for webbing Peter, so let's just create one right now. He exists. Pop up at the top of the stack. If he exists, then we're going to add the alterable value B 1. Okay. Now, if alterable value B is greater or equal to 200, and we'll tweak the value as needed, and we will create regular Peter on top of him and destroy webbing. Let's see how that works. That should work as kind of a timer. What? It's not working at all. Hold on. I think I did something wrong. Add 1 to alterable value at B. Right. Maybe 200 is too much. Try 50 and see what happens. I wonder what's happening is because we're still holding control, if it's immediately creating another Peter. Let's do this. Let's set this back to 200. And let's remove the event that creates regular Peter to just see if he disappears, because that'll confirm it. Oh, there it goes. Okay, yep. I think that's what's happening. It's immediately recreating Peter. So we need to do something to make it so that after you fall from holding the button too long, well, hold on. The way it works right now, you hold the button and you let go to shoot. What we should do is that'll work, but also if you hold the button too long, it'll also shoot. Let's do this. Get rid of this crap. Get rid of that. And we'll set holding button to 0. Let's see what happens with that. And let's change this from 200 to 100. Not Q. Q's not a number. Didn't think people still use click and play. I'm just doing it for fun. I thought it would be fun to make a game using click and play. Really just I feel like limitations kind of breed creativity. Like if I was doing this in a modern, game making studio, it wouldn't be that fun. That's not working. I think what's happening is after this happens, it's going to loop back through the events, and it's going to hit the events up here that are actually properly controlling it. So I think we have to move that event way up here, like right after these. Let's do that. This would be pretty easy in Unity UE. I'm sure it would be. For me, I would have to first learn Unity or UE, but I imagine this would be simple as hell to do in a modern thing. Which is why I'm doing it here. It's more fun this way. Alright, so we're going to drag this event all the way to the top to where we're doing the rest of the shit. Let's see. Yep. But theoretically, it shouldn't get bogged down by the pre-existing coding that's supposed to do it correct.
Chicken.
Okay, so it's working, but now we have to put in the code that's going to make it so you can't infinitely shoot left or right web. Also, 100's still too high.
Chicken.
Let's try 25. Let's see what happens at 25.
Chicken.
I think that's a good timer.
Chicken.
Alright. So we're not using Webbing Peter's ultra real value C yet, so... But what if we want to use it later? Hold on, let's check what we're doing right here. Now let's use it. Let's not get fancy. Let's just use it. Set C to 1. Okay, so. No, that won't work because we're destroying Webbing Peter. So whatever his ultra real value C is set to is not going to matter. We're gonna need another thing. Now, we could use an alterable value on regular Peter, but I don't remember which ones we're using. Are we using any of regular Peter's alterable values? See, this is why commenting would be so great in this, so I could just write it down somewhere. We might not be using any of his values. I'm just terrified to try. Let's do this. Let's try to co-op his alterable value C. That's a 1. And then we'll do this. The code that causes it to start is it. It'll only kick off if his alterable value C equals 0. So let's try that. Probably shouldn't be doing this. I should probably just set up another hidden counter, but let's just see what happens. So theoretically, I'm going to shoot once, and then we won't be able to shoot again. It's not working. Damn it! Oh wait, I know why. Hold on. Because I'm tapping. Let's let it time out. Nope. Fuck! God damn it! C equals 0. Oh, you know what? We're setting it at the wrong place. We want to set it down here. This is where we want to set it, because he doesn't exist yet. There we go. Right. Okay. Yeah, right now, I can't shoot at all because I killed it. Okay, so his little ground detector. Let's see. Bottom side. Are we detecting bottom side's collision? Few spots we are. Bottom side collides with background. Okay, so when it collides with the background, we're going to set alterable value C to 0. Okay. So theoretically, when we land, it should reset alterable value C. Let's test this. I'm going to jump in the air. I'm going to try to rapid fire horizontally. Theoretically, that shouldn't work. Then I'm going to land. And once I land, I should be able to start I should be able to web again. Yep. Okay. You can do it once in the air.
Chicken.
Alright, so let's test this. This time I'm going to do a timeout. Hey, Lord Gore McCaries. Appreciate the sub. So I'm going to jump in the air. I'm going to hold control until it times out. And we're going to make sure it's still working the way we need it to. It is.
Chicken.
Beautiful. So now, we need one more little safety event. Here's the thing. You jump, you shoot.
Chicken.
It's going to wait until that web hits a wall. What happens if we shoot it off into the aether? Peter gets stuck forever. So we need to have an event that's going to, you know, do something about that. Let's do this. Let's try this here. So, if web point compared to the number, if it's greater than 0, and he is outside of the play area, then we should destroy him. And what? What happens if I shoot upward from the ground? Hold on.
Chicken.
Another thing I didn't address yet, if you shoot from the ground, you can still move around while you're waiting for that web to go. That's a bit of an issue you have to work on. Okay, so this is just, so when it's outside of the play area and a webbing Peter exists, you're going to create regular Peter on top of webbing Peter, and we'll destroy webbing Peter. Let's make sure this works. It did.
Chicken.
It just happened.
Chicken.
Interesting.
Chicken.
Okay, so when you... Little thing here. If you hold control to create the webbing Peter, and you don't press the direction at all, he ends up pointing in a random direction, which can result in that. So we gotta do this. Am I okay? I'm fine. What are you talking about? Where's the thing where I'm creating webbing Peter? Let's see. Oh, okay, don't worry about it. Where am I creating webbing Peter? It's up here. Okay, so when we create webbing Peter, let's set his direction to just somewhere, left or right. So if you don't hold a direction when you're doing that, it's gonna just shoot left or right randomly. Let's just... Yep.
Chicken.
You can still shoot downward from here. We have to work on that, but...
Chicken.
Very happy with how this is turning out so far. We're making really good progress today. Sometimes he fires off another web ball when he lands, but I'm not too worried about that. We definitely need Black Peter at this point. At this point, I'm not sure if we can. The issue is we have so many Peter objects. Each of them would have to have a Black Peter equivalent. And that would be a huge fucking thing. We can at least add a morality system. Sure, we could do that. Okay, what did I want to do next? Swinging collision. That's gonna be fucked. But we gotta do something about it. How can we do that? So logically, it's simple to do.
Chicken.
You would have some collision objects on either side of Peter, who's left and right. Wherever he is while he's swinging, that's where the collision object would be. In practice, that would require us to calculate another sine and cosine, which is just not fucking happening. So instead, we can fake it. We're gonna fake it. Let's create some objects here. Let's see. Center point. Alright, so... Not sure yet how far we want this to be. Let's start by testing that. That actually might be a decent distance. I'm kind of hovering over him right now. Peter 2. He keeps stealing the name of the last object we cloned, which is stupid. Okay, so swinging right bumper. So we have an always event for swinging, Peter. Let's see. More or less this. Alright, so always position the bumper relative to swing, Peter. And always is the important part, have it look in the direction of the anchor point. Bye, Hatuli. Thanks for joining us. Alright, let's see what happens. So you can see it right here. This little red box. So when we start swinging, it should start following Peter. Let's see what happens.
Chicken.
It's not. Come on. Oh! I know what's wrong. I have the directions wrong. I'm dumb. Okay, hold on. Directions. Okay, so looking to the right, this should actually be 90 degrees this way. Reposition the hotspot like that. Come on. Now we create the rest of the directions. Now it should work the way we want it to.
Chicken.
Okay, so you can kind of see it there. One issue is it's kind of lagging behind Peter. Like as we push in, it starts to kind of lag behind, so we might have to put the event that controls its position somewhere else. Let's see what we can do. So when are we positioning this fucker? The position down here. So actually, let's move the positioning event down there. Let's see what happens. According to swinging, Peter. And look in the direction of the anchor point. This will run terribly in DOSBox, probably. It might run okay. The thing is, on an old computer, it's probably gonna run like shit. Like, this is a Pentium 3 we're working off of. This is meant for Windows 2000. It's not really meant for Windows 98, but it's what I have.
Chicken.
It seems to be keeping up a little better, but it's still kind of getting pushed into him. What if I kind of made the object bigger? Let's see. By bigger, I just mean further out, you know. Good. Okay. So the control object's further out.
Chicken.
I have a hunch of what's wrong. But it might not even be a big issue. Hold on, just kind of see what's going on here. pause every few frames to kind of get a look. It might not even be an issue, honestly, but let me check something. Actually, I don't think this is the problem, because I fixed this a while back. Yep, okay, I thought it might have been the hotspot not being centered, but it's fine. Oh, yeah, Ranked, I guess he missed most of it. But yeah, I got kind of something sort of okay with the swinging going on. It's not perfect, it's gonna have jank, but it's click and play, it's gonna have jank. Okay, do it. Let's do this. Let's make the collider object a little larger, just for visibility's sake. Hold on. I'm gonna work the top one, not the bottom one. Bye. Five. Make it much larger, just so we can see it. See it better. Go. Hotspot. And create the directions. Alright. This should work with the...
Chicken.
It should make it a little easier to see it. It's a lot easier to see it. Okay. Next, let's create the opposite direction. That'll be super fucking simple. Thinking left bumper. And we'll put in the same code.
Chicken.
Oops, wait, and actually we have to reverse the animation. Or otherwise it's gonna overlap. Hold on.
Chicken.
There we go. We have bumpers on both sides of him. So that we can use. Save. Bubba was made in Games Factory. I want to say the first one might have been Click and Play, but Bubba Goes number 2 was either Games Factory or Click and Create, which are very close in the very close in the timeline of releases.
Chicken.
Okay, let's make sure this is working. Okay. There's something going on with the directions. Some of the directions, I think the hotspot's kind of fucked. I'm gonna do something real quick. Or down, it's fine. Turn a bit. See, it's fucking the hotspot. Not sure why. Only on some of them. It's weird. Oh, it's weird. Guess there's something fucky about the hotspot code. I mean, the rotation code. Like, it's good enough. It's not perfect, but it's good enough.
Chicken.
Which is why they kind of move closer sometimes. Causes some popping, but for our purposes, it's not going to be an enormous deal. Alright. So, let's do this. Right now, we have no way... I don't know if you've noticed this. The whole time we've been digging around with swinging. Every time I need to try something again, I press F2 to relaunch it. Because right now, once you start swinging, you're stuck forever swinging. Let's fix that. So. Let's see. Left bumper. So, this is colliding with the backdrop. What were we using for the... Let's see. Electrical value. Okay. That collides with the backdrop. We're going to... Let's try this. Let's set A to 1. Let's try the opposite for the other one. I don't know if this is going to work. But, you know, first step. First step. You want to leave in a little jank to keep it authentic. We don't got a choice. Click and Play is too limited for us to remove the jank. Oh, did we bounce? Dude, I think we're bouncing. Gamers, we're bouncing. Holy shit. We're bouncing off the walls. Okay, now for something that I know won't work. I'm going to make Peter kind of go downward. Okay? Oop, oop. It gets a little fucky. It's a little fucky. Bring him down more. Let's see what happens. Oh, he gotta pop through. The reason we're having this pop is from that same thing we were talking about earlier about collision. In Click and Play, we can do what do you call it? We can detect when an active object collides with the background, but we can't detect if it's continuing to collide with the background, which is a terrible annoyance that causes us to have to do, like, stupid shit to get around it. Let's do some stuff here. So, edit our animation. Here's what we want to do. Our hotspot is at the rotation point, which is the white dot. Let's move our action point over to the bumper. So if we need to create something at the bumper, we can. Do it and make sure it gets positioned properly. Oh, the action point's getting fucked. Did better on the next ones. Wow, it's really not. Fuck. How is it getting that hard fucked? That's so annoying. Ugh. That might end up being a problem. Some of the animations, it's fine. This might be because the center point, the little white circle, is too small. Let's try something. What's our current size here? 25. 5. 7. Make this 27. Let's try something. It's larger. Has something to draw. Hotspot is fine. Action point is fine. Rotate. Hotspot. There we go. Okay. The issue was that centerpiece. I don't know how it fucks up like that. It's fine with the next one, and that's easy enough to fix, but annoying. So yeah, if it's too small, it gets fucked. Just manually fix this one. Silly annoyance. There's probably some off by one error or something in Klik Team's code. Seems to just do it for that one direction, that one single direction. The one right to the left or right of everything. It looks good enough. Let's copy this and update the blue one. When did I copy? Hold on. Bottom, right? I think it was the bottom. Flip it. Change the color and make sure everything's positioned. Hotspot. Shift. Action point. Shift. And rotate the sucker and fix the direct ones. That's fine. this one should be fucked. And it is. It's a fucking dumb bug. Really dumb bug. Okay, I'm gonna trust the rest are fine.
Chicken.
It works well enough if Klik Team catches the collision and everything. Ooh, that's a little weird. But if you do squeeze into the wall, it gets fucked. Which is why I'm going to kind of adjust how I'm doing this. Oh good, it's 4:40, we still have some time. Okay, so these collide with backgrounds, we're not going to do that. Shouldn't the rope itself have collision? Ideally, yes, but there's no way in fucking hell we're going to get that working. It's just not. It's not happening. Not happening. Alright, new object. Okay. It's gonna be right swing detector. Left swing detect. Alright, so we're going to create these objects to kind of, in fact, let's change the color just a touch so we can differentiate them. Differentiate. We're going to create these objects to kind of detect the collision. That way we can kind of detect an ongoing collision. Alright, so our always event where we're moving these fuckers. Let's see. Okay. Do that, and we're going to have them create the fuckers. So create or shoot? Ugh. Create object. Left detector relative to swing bars action point 0, 0. Then create opposite one. Other one's action point 0. Okay. Now let's get with the code in here. So, if the detector exists, and we'll detect if it exists with a little flag. If ultimate value A equals 0, it's an initialization, then we will do what we were doing before with the collision test. Wait, no, that's not right. If a detector collides, we do that. If a detector collides, we do that. And then, if the thing exists, destroy it. Because these are going to be created over and over and over again. We don't want it to chew up all of our available slots for active objects.
Chicken.
Let's see them. Wonder if I'm destroying them too early. I might be destroying them too early. Let's turn off the destruction real quick and just verify if they're being spawned in.
Chicken.
They are being spawned in. You can see they're being drawn. Okay. So I think we're just destroying them too early. No problem. Peter particles. Mine are always events. This'll work. An always event. It will always add the value 1. Now it should destroy it once its value is 1. Let's see.
Chicken.
It should let it yep, it briefly exists. That's exactly what we want. I'm hoping we'll be able to avoid the weird problem by doing that, but he is still kind of getting popped in there. Popped through the small one, but kind of okay. It's probably possible to fucking, like, fuck yourself out of here. Because as you can see, we're kind of overlapping there. That's fine. Let's kind of do a few more things to help us along with this. So right now, all we're doing is we're setting, when we detect the collision, we're just setting the direction speed to like 1 or 2. Let's tweak it to a higher number. Which I don't really want to do, but let's just see what happens. See what's the worst situation here. I feel like this is gonna pop us out too fast when we're like chilled out.
Chicken.
It makes you kind of bounce hard. That's kind of the issue. It speeds you up too much. Go back to 1. It helps you not pop, but it's too powerful. It's too fast. Alright, so let's do that. But let's also, in addition to changing the speed, let's actually adjust the angle. So, plus... Right, so we want to go backwards. Left, we want to go forward. So, let's do this. Set the real direction to itself. Hold on. Plus, okay. Let's try +1, and we'll kind of tweak the value as needed. Here, except we'll do -1. Let's see what happens.
Chicken.
I know why we're getting stuck here, but I want to see if it's gonna help us down here. Kind of flipped to the corner a bit. Look at that! You kind of bounce your ass off the floor a bit. That's cool. It's actually kind of cool. I guarantee you if I stretch out, I'm going to fall into the wall. Watch. We did fall into the wall, but it also, you know, ejected us. It's kind of neat. So the reason that we sometimes fall into this little block here is because I have easing code specifically when you're on the lower directions, to kind of default you to directly down. So I might be able to tweak that a bit to try and make it less likely to see, because we got eased down. And now it's not trying to pop us out, because the easing code is overriding everything. And I think that's mainly going to be an issue when you're right next to a wall and swinging. So that'll let you kind of pop in. It's going to make it so you can very easily get trapped in the wall. As you can see. And that's not great, but I think that's going to be part of the click and play jank. And we're just going to kind of deal with it, because there's only going to be so much we can do about that. Now, as for kind of webbing downward through the wall, I think what we'll do is we'll have a bottom detector that detects when you land, and it'll just create regular Peter, so you can't just slide yourself down. You know what I mean? Like that. Because you shouldn't be able to do that, obviously. You know what just happened? The invisible object that spins around, it got dislodged from Peter. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm not too concerned with this. Lots of little things we can do to kind of make this work. I'm pretty happy with the progress we're making so far. Oops, hold on. Admire my work again, hold on.
Chicken.
Right in. Not too concerned with that. I'm sure I can code around that. It's... The fact that that happens is actually a good sign. It means my easing code is working. It just means I have to kind of... what's the word? Loosen up my easing code a bit. What happens when you go all the way to the center? Whoa! Hold on. Look at that. Look at that. That's absurd. I know why that's happening. It's still kind of cool, though. This is rad. I'm just admiring my work right now. I'm really happy we got this far after the struggle we had last week. Trying to get anywhere with this, so I'm pretty happy with this. We try to do the bottom detector now? Why not? See what we can do. Active. Swinging bottom bumper. That's good. Fix the bug if it happens. Bug might be okay. Might have just been a weird glitch with that specific graphic where it was having trouble with the repositioning. Wrong one. There we go. Alright. Make sure this follows Peter around. It should.
Chicken.
It's backwards. You can kind of see the green square right behind the web. Let me fix that.
Chicken.
There we go. Now we have it to follow. So. Now, I kind of want that closer to Peter's asshole.
Chicken.
Let's do that. Let's bring it in closer. That should be easy. We just want to bring it on in.
chicken,
Closer even. Like a whole square closer, I think.
chicken,
Nope. Okay, so. A little test one. I don't expect this to go smooth, but let's just try it. So when the bottom bumper collides with the backdrop, we will destroy the anchor point. Destroy the web. I'm just realizing this is the first time we're actually going to try to break the swinging. So we'll see what happens. Create Peter relative to swinging Peter. Where's it? Swing Peter. And then destroy swinging Peter. This is probably not going to work the first time. This is the first time we're doing this. Bye, Jim Stick, and thanks for joining us.
chicken,
Oops, we popped down immediately. Hold on.
chicken,
We were too close to the ground. We'll have to kind of fuck with that a bit. Okay, I'm going to drop Peter down to see what happens. Oh, interesting.
chicken, chicken, chicken,
I don't have control right now.
chicken,
Weird, I didn't have control for a second there.
chicken, chicken,
I think it disabled my controls. Okay. Where am I disabling control? No, I know where I'm disabling controls. It's when I'm pausing him. Right? Am I ignoring controls anywhere? No, I'm not. Interesting. Wonder why he was getting stuck there. Why was he getting stuck? That doesn't make sense.
chicken,
Look at him! Oh, Lord! That's a problem. You gotta help.
chicken, chicken,
Weird, the second time you do it, suddenly he can't move. Up, like the up and downs aren't even working. I know what's happening. I'm gonna show you. I know exactly what's happening. Okay, we're gonna make our, not the lookup table. Here we go. Our swing point. We're gonna make it visible again so we can see what's going on.
chicken, chicken,
Now he's up there. They're down here where we need to be. Bam, and we picked him up.
chicken, chicken,
Why is that? Wonder why it got created down there.
chicken,
First time it happens fine. The second time, it
chicken,
defaults to a much too short distance. So let's see. Swing. Okay, so. Hold on, I want to look at something.
chicken, chicken,
No. Hold on a second. I'm just gonna look at something.
chicken, chicken, chicken,
No, I thought it might have not been positioning correctly because of the number of web lines. No, it's right up there. So how are we setting that length? The initial length. Involves the number of web lines. Should be in this same one here. That's what it said. So if number of swinging Peters is 1, number of blah 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 equals 1, that credit more than 0. Number of web lines equals the number that were last frame. Interesting. I feel like something's going on where after we destroy it, there's something wrong with the number of webline objects.
Chicken.
Because it's calculating the distance incorrectly. Where's my distance? Distance is right here. Check something here.
Chickens.
Damn it, hold on.
Chicken.
144. That makes sense. That's fine. But after we break it,
Chicken.
it gets set to 12, which is wrong. So I think what's happening is something, the way we're killing the number of webs is not right. I know we're just about at the end of the stream. I want to try one thing, though. Add a new condition if... So wait, well, let me check if I already have this. I don't. Okay, let me make it real quick. So... number of swinging Peters is 0. And let's destroy all the web lines. Let's see if that fucks it up.
Chicken. Chicken.
Nope, that wasn't it. Still getting created too close. Interesting. Alright, well, that will be the bug we tackle when we come back to this next weekend. That'll be the first bug we tackle.
Goodbye, stupid. We've had a lot of fun on your crappy computer. Please don't ever come back.
Alright, there you go. Alright, so, appreciate you tuning in. I didn't say this earlier, but really appreciate any of you who watches. I don't have a lot of viewers. My viewer base is pretty much stagnated here for the past couple of years. Just been you guys. No growth in the channel. But I have fun, so who gives a shit? So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Tune in Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern for an hour-long mini-stream. Playing more The Herbs, Sims in the City. Tune in Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern when we're going to start something new for real this time. I tested it today, and it works. So if you want to see a new game, tune in Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. I promise we're going to start a new game. And of course, next week, Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern, tune in. We're going to play more Oblivion. And then we're going to tackle this weird swinging bug we're running into. Alright, if you excuse me, I'm going to drain my entire body of anything liquid so that I can go see the Mario movie later without coughing up an entire lung. Thanks for watching. Be kind of sort of decent to people. And make sure you show off that rad Gex emote in other Twitch chats. I stopped the stream. Help.